This is for the raza.
Hola mi gente, bienvenidos a primera sesión de clase Chicano Folklórico. Mi nombre es Rayven Armijo. Hi everybody, welcome to our first class of Chicano Folklórico. My name is Rayven Armijo, and today we're going to learn a little bit about me, learn a little bit about the dance, the choreography, and we'll work on 3 basic dance elements. So first of all, I learned this style of dance. It's a legacy that's been passed on from my mother and her mother, and also one of the first teachers here in East LA, Lily Aguilar. Aguilar taught my mom. And then my mom had a company for 45 years. From my mom's work, I began to create my own style with Folklórico. And that's what we're going to learn here today is Chicano Folklórico. The dance that we're going to learn throughout these 6 weeks is La Danza de Los Viejitos. And we're going to title it now La Danza de Los Viejitos.
The origins of this dance dates back to pre-Hispanic times and represents a shift. It has evolved during different periods in Mexico, but yet we're going to focus on this idea of a shift and thinking about how our times are shifting during this period of our lives.
All right, everybody, let's move our chair to the side. Let's open the space so that we change this isolated space that we've all been in, our office, our workspace, our home where we eat. Well, let's open it up and let's make it a dance floor, okay? And let's start with the first element. The first element is going to be the warm-up. First thing that we're going to do, everything is going to be in 2 counts of 8. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can count 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That was 2 counts of 8, just like that. So we're going to do every movement, we're going to do it in 2 counts of 8. The first thing we're going to do is walk in a circle. Try to imagine that circle in front of you, right? And think we're gonna trace that trail that you see, that you've made in your mind, okay? And we're gonna do one side around, then we're gonna go the other way, okay? Then from there, we're going to do the same thing, but with our heads. We're going to make that same circle, but we're going to make it in the ceiling. We're going to roll our heads, and then we're going to go the other way. Now, we're going to make the circles on the sides of this room, right here, with our shoulders. We're going to roll our shoulders to the screen. Then we're going to roll our shoulders away from the screen. Big rolls, okay, on the side. Then we're going to do the same tracing of the circle on the side with our hands. We're going to go to the screen, and then we're going to go away from the screen. The last thing that we're going to do with circles is that we're going to use our hips. We're going to bend, and we're going to roll our hips to stretch the sides here. And this time, we're making a circle around us. So we're not tracing the circle and walking around. We're making that circle around us, following that path. And then we'll go the other way. And we'll do 2 counts of 8. They're just trying to stretch all this in your back and your hips and getting your body warm. Then we're going to do jumps. Just jump and let everything relax. We'll do 2 counts of 8 of jumps. Then the most important is the bounce. This is the foundation of zapateado, the footwork. Okay, and so I had a teacher, or actually my director from Danza Mexicana, Jose Vincent, he called it muello, right? It's like this bounce that you have like in your lowrider, right? Right? It's a bounce that we have. Okay, and we're gonna do 2 counts of 8, just like that. And that's it. Let's get started. We're gonna play No Sigas by Folklórico. Here we go. And walk around. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pick it up. 2, 3. Here we go. We're gonna find our place in the center. Head. Roll. 5. Si este es el final, no lo quiero ver. No sigas. Reverse. No falta que me expliques. 2. Keep going. 4, 5, 6. Now make the circles on the side with the shoulders. Draw that line towards the screen. Towards the screen. Again. 2, 3, 7, 8, and back away from the screen. 4, 5, 6, 7. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now to the screen. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again, one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here we go. Let's jump. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jump high. 5, 6, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're gonna do our bounce. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Go down. It's about the down, not the ups. And don't straighten your knees. Keep them bent. Let's do 2 more bounces. This is important. 2, 3, 4. Let the arms shake. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're gonna bring our arms up. Clasp them together at the top of your head and push up. You can look up at the ceiling. Now lift up your heels so that you're high up on your tippy toes. And reach as far as you can out to come back down. Put your head down and back up. And clasp your hands at the top of your head and push your palms up to the ceiling. Look up. Reach and get up on those toes. And come down. Good. Excellent. How's that feel? It felt good. I hope you're stretched out. The second element that we're going to do today is stage direction. Okay? So how do you and I communicate where we're going, where we're looking, and how we're moving? Well, the first thing is we need to know what the stage directions are. What are the cues, right? The cues for this. So the first cue would be, this is the screen. You're facing me, that direction is the screen. Both shoulders, hips, and toes are facing that screen. So whenever I say, turn to the screen, boom, you're here. Now, if I look this way, my body is facing the screen, yet my head is doing something different, right? So my head is facing stage right. Okay, we're going to call this stage right. So let's everybody turn your body towards stage right. Ready? And excellent. I'm going to keep looking towards stage right. So if I keep looking this way, my focus, my shoulders, my hips, my toes, everything is facing stage right. Now, if I look at the screen, my head is in a different direction, right? So let's all turn back, our bodies back towards the screen. Ready? And turn. Perfect. Okay? So now I'm going to look at this side. This side is going to be stage left. So my head is facing stage left, but my body, torso, my lower limbs, my legs, my toes, but my gaze and my head are facing stage left, and everything else is facing the screen. All right? So let's all turn everything towards the stage left. Turn. Good. Now, back here. What can we call this? I mean, I think most people are going to have a wall behind them. I mean, I'm not sure. You might be doing this outside, which is great, you know, if you have a lot of space and you're 6 feet away from people. But I think most people are going to have a wall. So let's call this side the wall. The stage, you know, that on the stage, we're going to call this the wall, okay? So everybody turn towards the wall. Ready, go. Let's everybody turn towards stage right. Ready, go. Everybody turn to the screen. Ready, go. Everybody turn stage left. Ready, go. Everybody turn to the screen. Ready, go. Everybody turn towards stage right. Go. The wall, go. Stage left, go. The wall, go. Stage left, go. The screen, go. We did it. Very good. So those are going to be the stage directions, okay? So why don't we do murello? We'll do 4 murellos in each direction. Start with the screen. So we'll start with this bounce. 4, okay? And then we're going to jump on 4. Actually, we'll do 3, and we'll jump on 4 and turn towards stage right. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, the wall. 1, 2, 3, stage left, stage left. 1, 2, the screen, and 1. Let's try it again. Turn stage right. 1, 2, 3, the wall. 1, 2, stage left. 1, 2, the screen, hit. Very good. Okay, let's try going the opposite direction. Okay, so we're going to start from the screen to stage left. We're going to do the bounce, 3 bounces. The 4th one, we do the jump. Okay, let's try. Here we go. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, stage left. 1, 2, the wall, jump. 1, 2, the stage right, hit. 1, 2, the screen, jump. Everybody knows me. Everybody that knows me as a teacher knows that I'm always messing up the words. So really try to focus on what we're doing. Try to follow my body. Hopefully I do it right. Hopefully I do the words right. You know, this is so new to me. You know, I guess in a classroom there's room for error, but here I'm not sure how this is going to work. All right, so we now know stage direction, right? I want you to try it. So I'm going to give you 4 counts, and you got to jump to the direction. So if I say 1, 2, the wall. 1, 2, stage left. 1, 2, stage right. 1, 2, the screen. Let's try it. Your turn. Ready? Here we go. Everybody facing the screen? Are we all facing the screen? Head, gaze, shoulders, hips, toes. Here we go. We're going to start with the bounce, right? Ready? Here we go. Bounce, bounce, the wall. Bounce, bounce, stage left. Bounce, the screen, Bounce, bounce, stage right. Bounce, bounce, the screen. Bounce, bounce, stage right. Bounce, bounce, the screen. Bounce, bounce, the screen. I hope that was... We got stage direction down. We have our warm-up, which we applied also to stage direction, right? We did the jumps and the bounces, right? And we did our stage direction. The third element that we want to focus on is how do we express emotion through our body without using words, right? So if let's start with simple ones, right? Let's do 3 simple ones. When I'm happy, I smile. I use my hands. I pick up my hands. I open them up. I'm not closed. I smile. So usually I might, have a sound effect, but we won't do that. So I smile. Once we go 3 on 4, I want everybody to show me what happy looks like to you. And we're going to hold it. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Happy hold. 1, 2, 3. You got it. Okay, so 4 counts, then the happy. 4 counts, you hold it. You just hold that happiness, right? And then you drop it. Okay, so here we go. Ready? And 1, 2. Show me your happy. 1, 2, and drop. The next thing that we're going to do is angry. How do you show me you're angry? How do you tell your parents that they're not doing what you want them to do, that you really need something, you really need them to focus on you, right? Or parents, how do you tell your kids you're not paying attention, I want you to focus, right? The same thing, we're just angry, right? Maybe we put our hands here or close them, okay? Let's try the same counts. On 4, we do the angry, we hold it for 4, and then we drop it. Okay? So that's what we're doing. We're expressing emotion through our bodies. That's like acting, right? So let's try it. Ready? 1, 2, 3, angry. Drop it. Hard to count when you're angry. You gotta close your mouth. So I had to do some humming. Okay, here we go. Let's try it one more time. Ready? And angry. 1, 2, 3, angry. Excellent. Next one we're going to do is sad. When something hurts you, we cry, we drop our mouths, right? We drop our whole body. There's just like an energy that just drops, right? Everything goes more towards the floor. Okay, when we're happy, everything kind of goes up, right? Isn't that interesting? When we're angry, everything's kind of just like centered, right? Centered through the middle. So let's do sad. Maybe I'll do like, I don't know why sound effect comes out. Ready? Here we go. Same thing. 1, 2, 3, stop. Very good. Now, the last one we're going to do is pain. Your back hurts. Your knees hurt. You don't have a lot of balance. You're just in a lot of pain. Let's all try pain. And you don't have balance, your knees are hurting, everything's hurting, it feels like everything's just gonna break. Okay, let's try that on 4. Ready? This time when we do this one, we're gonna be kind of moving through 4, the 4 counts. So we count for 4, pain, and do your movement for how it feels, okay? Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Drop it. Now, we're going to do all of them, okay? We're going to go from happy to angry to sad to pain, okay? We're going to do the same count. Count for 4, hold for 4, okay? Drop it. Count for 4, hold for 4, drop it. Count for 4, hold for 4, drop it. One more time. Count for 4, hold for 4, and drop it, okay? Here we go. That's 4 of them. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, ready, drop. 1, 2, 3, angry. Drop it. 1, 2, 3, stop. Drop. 1, 2, 3, pain. Excellent. Now, in between that 4 counts, I want you to do the bounce, 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 bounce. So every time you do it, this time, instead of holding for 4, I want you, after you hold for 4, I want you to do the bounce in between each movement. So we do a bounce, we hold. We do the bounce, we hold. We do the bounce, we hold. We do the bounce, and we hold. Let's try it. Here we go. Ready? 5, 6. We should use music 5. 6, we'll use it after the 7, 8, down. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, get ready to bounce. 1, 2, remember angry. Bounce. 1, 2, 3, stop. 1, 2, see pain. Yes! Everybody put your feet together, take a bow. Take a bow to this side. Tell them, I love you. Thank you. Thank you. I know I was fabulous. That's it. We did it. So now let's try to put it all together, right? We have a warm-up that we use, we have stage direction that we use, and we have these emotions that we're using, right? So let's try to put it all together, okay? What if we do a circle around? We reverse the circle for A. Let's jump for A. Let's do our bounce, 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 bounce for A, right? And then we'll do our stage direction and emotions at the same time, okay? So the first one, we'll start with the screen and we'll do happy, right? We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. Happy, 2, 3. Jump to stage right and we'll do bounce. 1, 2, 3. We do angry. Jump to the wall. Bounce. 2, 3, 4. We do sad. Jump. Bounce. 2, 3. We do pain. Jump. Now I want you to do one more adding thing. Okay? We're going to keep the pain after we jump, and we're going to walk forward. Starting with the right leg, walk towards the screen. With that pain, like you need some help. You want to grab your cane, but you can't quite reach it for, and you drop it on the floor because you couldn't get your cane, right? You could do an interesting drop then. I would like you to get up like you just can't do it, okay? You can make interesting drops. You can drop, put your hand down, and you can drop in a split. You can't see my legs. Yeah, right? Let's try some interesting drops. I would love for your videos to have some funny drops that just crack us up at the end, okay? So we do circle for A, reverse the circle for A, jump for A, right? Jump in there. We do the bounce for A, bounce, bounce, right? Bounce our knees. Then we do our bounces with our happy, our emotions, and our stage directions. We start with the screen, then we jump, we bounce facing stage right, and we do our angry. We jump and we face the wall. Good. We do our bounce and we do our sad on this side. Then we jump. 1, 2, 3. Paint. 1, 2, 3, 4. We jump. 1, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 8. And you can't hold it anymore. And back up. How does that sound? Let's try it. I'm going to put some music on. This is Marcos Feliz, and they do a song called Los Viejitos. It's a banda remix. So let's try it, okay? Here we go. Ready? 6, 7, 8. Here we go. Ready? It's going to start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go faster. 5, 6, 6. Jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bounce. 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. Happy. Jump. 1, 2, 3, 4. Angry. Jump. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sad. Jump. Bounce. Oh. Jump. And walk to the front. And 4. You did it. That was pretty fast, right? Let's try it. Maybe, let's try it. We'll try a little slower. I thought we could go faster, but let's try it a little slower. Okay. Ready? 7. Circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Find your place in the center to jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, bounce. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 counts. 5, 6, 7, bounce. 1, 2, 3, happy. 2, ready, jump, on, bounce. 2, 3, we're gonna do angry. Stage right. Jump the wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, and shot. Jump. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3, and jump. 2, 3, 4, 1, 1. 4, and 4. That was my matrix. Wow, that was incredible. I hope you all enjoyed your first session of Chicano Folklórico. I encourage you to do 3 things. The first thing I encourage you to do is to sign up. Once you see this video, if you haven't signed up, please sign up so you get all the extra materials that we're using in this class to really learn about what Chicano Folklórico is, right? It's something that I developed, and I'd love to share it with you. The next thing I would encourage you to do, the most important thing, is upload your videos. Let's see some TikTok videos. Upload them on the Spark website, and let's see what you've created. Use the tools. You can copy exactly what I did. You can change it up and change the sequences. You can add different emotions. You can turn different stage directions. Maybe if you're with your family, you can change and do different things, different choreography, right? Different ways of moving, right? That are like sequenced, okay? I'd love to see those videos posted on our Spark website. So please do that. The next thing, please engage in the classroom, right? Let's all put our discussions, put your feedback. How did you feel about the class? How did it move? How does it look? You know, this is our first time doing this, right? And answer the questions that we have there on the classroom. Thank you so much. We loved having you. Listen to my band that I work with my choreography, Kunyao. Make sure you're listening. And I'll see you soon. See you.
Hi, my name is Cici, and I'm going to teach you how to make our first costume item, which is the hat for La Danza de Los Viejitos. We're going to use things that you might find in your kitchen. In La Danza, they have the typical hat, and that's what I want to be making today. So you'll see the hat has long strings that go in front and behind them, and it really embodies the movement that Rayven has talked about. I wanted to use natural dyes because I feel like it helps you connect to nature in a different way, and it helps you appreciate the things that bring you life and nurture you. So let's get started. I have pickled red cabbage, a lemon, baking soda, turmeric, and also an onion skin. I'm not going to use this, but I didn't want to do a technique that you had to boil anything. So this is all really just a simplified version. So in La Danza, the number 4 is very important. There are 4 directions of the universe. There are 4 seasons. There are 4 colors of corn: yellow, blue, red, and white. So we're gonna make sure to have those colors, and I'm also gonna make green and a slight variation of pink. Green to represent the earth, and pink because naturally red cabbage can turn pretty pink, which can also represent red. So as I'm squeezing the lemon, the fermented cabbage is turning red. This is because of the acidity of the lemon. Something to keep in mind is that these colors can change over time. So what looks blue might even be green when it's done. Then I'm gonna add some baking soda, which is basic to the red cabbage, and it's gonna turn a bit blue. This is what the cabbage looks like, fermented. I'm putting hot water into a jar and I'm putting the turmeric in. I'm using hot water to get the most color out of this turmeric quickly. You could even boil it. Also, I think if you soaked it overnight, it should also absorb well. But this is a quick version. Now that I have my colors, I'm just going to make a bunch of paper that I can use later. Feel free to experiment. As you'll see, some colors have changed. That's because the acid is either absorbing more or the base, so the baking soda or the lemon. For those of you who want to explore more about natural dye and make a different variety of colors, I'll add courses to the Google Classroom, and if you haven't signed up for that yet, you can find it in the links below. So while your papers are drying, I really would like you to think on our prompt. So the prompt is, as our times are shifting, we're inside, nature is healing. What do we want to leave behind after all of this, and what do we want to take with us? So I recommend that you just get a pencil and some notepad and draw a line straight through the middle. And on the left, have what you're leaving behind. And on the right side, put what you want to take with you. Since this part can be kind of personal, if you're working in a family, I would say maybe this part you could do individually. And this will really apply to after the paper's dried, and we're going to create meaning in each of the ribbons. So the ones that will face behind will be symbolic of what you wanted to leave behind, while the ones that face forward are what you want to bring with you and what you want to see in your future. So as you can see, some of the colors shift with time, like the pink turned blue, the blue turned green. That's okay. Just keep trying with different papers and adding more lemon and see what happens. What I'm going to do here is connect some of the themes from the dance with topics that came up from my prompt. So I wrote about family, learning, nature, self-care, reconnecting with my roots, the ocean. And I'm just going to assign one side to the other. This is where our imagery will come from. And with my new groups, I'm going to assign colors. My responses about family will be in yellow, Mother Earth and the seasons will be green. Self-love will be in red. And social justice and connection to the universe in blue. I'm just cutting up the papers that dried, taping them together. I'm making them long. And prepping them for our prompt. So for example, the yellow strings, I connected corn and family. And so on the right side, I have the sun. And I actually went back and asked my grandparents their maiden names and stuff like that so that I could trace back my name. I also just put important symbols and numbers to me. I took an image from an old letter that was from a family member. So just make sure to make it personal to you. And sometimes it can be just a continuous flow of thought, and something will come out of it that you don't necessarily expect at first. Since green symbolized Mother Earth, I not only obviously put some leaves on it, but I also put some sustainable ideas that I wanted to remember. And then for this, I put some turtles. I recently heard how a turtle doesn't have a shell, it is its shell. So that kind of was my symbolism there. Associated the red colors with self-care, also caring for others. So I had some symbolic imagery in this. And then for blue, I was connecting social justice and the planets, which is an important symbol in La Danza. So again, play around with all of your ideas. They can be symbolic, literal, you could write things out. I'll also include a lot in the course materials if you're getting stuck, and you can always reach out to me as well. Normally in La Danza, you have the palm hat with ribbons, and instead I don't have a palm hat, so I'm actually going to use a cap, Dodgers cap. Next, adhere your paper to the hat. I used a safety pin. As you can see, I chose the cap, and I've only put 2 of the ribbons on, but they're just, you want some to hang in front of you, some in the back. I did another variation with a bandana just to see, and I felt like that worked pretty well. So get crafty. Make sure to upload your hats in the course classroom. I would love to see them.